Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Xenonauts 2. Last we left off, we cleaned up some cleaners. Started our new base, Aurora, and we're going to try to get that going as quickly as possible. I think by the time the next funding report comes around, we're going to try to, I think, this is very hard to think, we're going to immediately grab, I think we're going to grab the A workshop, and we're going to put some living quarters down across the middle here, and then grab a storeroom, and then we're hopefully going to start our research area down here, kind of like how we're starting our workshops over here. But that will be a little while. Ooh, perfect. We also researched this son of a gun, which is super awesome. So the remarkable properties of Elenium has finally brought handheld laser weapons within our Grass Commander, a prospect that appears to have generated a significant degree of excitement amongst the rest of our organization. Although annoying, the enthusiasm is not misplaced. My research suggests lasers will substantially outperform our existing ballistic firearms in terms of damage output, and are much easier to aim due to the projectile traveling at the speed of light. The laser apparatus in these weapons is relatively simple. Differing little from those already commonplace in modern electronics, the challenge has always been that delivering sufficient power for military use requires an energy source the size of a truck, rather defeating the point of making them man-portable in the first place. Thankfully, the enormous energy density of Elenium virtually eliminates this problem. Though heavier than an equivalent ballistic weapon and requiring more frequent reloads, these lasers can be carried by all but our most feeble soldiers. Finally, as you are no doubt ignorant of the finer points of laser physics, note that these weapons are not heat rays. As such, they do not cut or burn their victims. Rather, they are beams of coherent light that pulse many hundreds of times per second, superheating and blasting away the surface of the target with each one. Such weapons have little trouble tearing gaping wounds into biological flesh, but are also extremely destructive, though not penetrative, against harder targets such as enemies' armor on enemy armor or battlefield terrain. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Let's do what is it? Let's just do the observation of the Mantid right now. We'll start doing that. We already got our laser weapons. Let's see what it takes to way too much money. That's what it takes. We have our laser shotgun and everything else. That's all we really need, honestly. But we really need to start saving up some cash, or at least getting some stuff from the missions. Let's launch these interceptors again. It's another drone. I love my alloys. Thank you very much. Delicious. Nom 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 nom. What are we... Yeah, let's just launch that. See what happens. We'll tail it till it's overland. Whack 'em. We'll fight manually. Okay. Let's, you come here. You attack there. Go. Afterburners, please. Okay, we only really have an autocannon from this bad boy, sadly. You adjust real quick, please. Let's try to keep avoiding our lovely UFO friend here. We'll try to stay in his back. This will be a long process, sadly. Swing back around. Nice. Things are going swimmingly for us. Alright, good stuff. Turned it into a success. Let's see. Oh, we're definitely going for this. Let's see what our teams consist of right now. We're kind of down a sniper. Okay, we are constantly running out of warden armor, which makes me very, very sad. Let's commence this battle. See what we're dealing with. Hopefully we get some reptilians this time, because they have a pretty awesome ability you get from them whenever you interrogate them. So we shall see. And hopefully a majority of the crew has been murdered. Let's see what we got out here. I see something already. Oh, a mantid. You have to be careful with that bad boy. Can you duck? You can't duck. Bang! Gotcha. I will slightly move you up, I guess. Oh, we have another one. Can you not shoot us, please? Thanks. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that thing. Alright, so we have you. It's crazy. How do you like shotguns to the face? Gotcha. We are going to try to shoot that thing in the face and utterly miss, it seems. Okay, thankfully we got it. Let's swing this sniper around. Sniper has no time units whatsoever. And then we will move our Mars out in the open, ready to fire. Okay, didn't think so. Just move you up over here. Cool. Alright, let's see what happens. What? Oh, it's a civilian. Oh, hello there, Farmer John. We're here to help. Please don't shoot us. Is he still going to be able to shoot? That's annoying. Dang, those things can move. Gotcha. Bang. Bang. Okay, cool. You have no movement whatsoever either. Bang again. Unfortunate. Maybe bang? Shoot in face? Oh, why do you have to miss? Well, homeboy is probably gonna die, sadly. But this guy will definitely breach this barn. That's pretty cool. I wonder if my sniper was suppressed, if that was what was happening. Okay, that area is relatively clear. Let's see what damage is done. Oh, goodness. There it is. There's the big old boy. Well, we're going to have to try to, yeah, thanks. We're going to have to try to capture him, sadly. That will be quite the ordeal. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, let's set this sniper up right here. Set this sniper up. Actually, let's set this sniper over here. Nice and in the open field. Okay, let's move this guy over here. We're gonna have to get our shotgunners ready. Where's our other shotgun again? Oh yeah, breaching the building. Okay. And we're definitely gonna get our Mars rover over here to lay down some hate. Gross ass little squiggly bugs. Is he running away? I think he's running away. Back here. That dude's got an AK. Are we not in America right now? Oh, goodness. I don't think Farmer John's doing too good. I think I'll sprint you all the way up here. I'll get a nice long look at the room here. Make sure nothing crazy's happening. I'm going to stack this guy up on the door. Okay, we got a pretty good view of that place now. Sniper, you keep being a sniper, I guess. Okay. Found the spaceship. Found it. Perfect place for the sniper to set up there. Let's keep moving our people all around. You are so slow. Okay, I think that's the best we can do right now. Okay, we got one shotgunner that's going to go to the left, one's going to come to the right. I'm sure that reptilian thing is going to try to hide in a corner until it catches us by surprise, as they unfortunately do sometimes. Oh, I hear him. Okay. Alright, that sucker is certainly trying not to be caught. Okay, we found him. We're in a perfect place, I think, to gang up on him. Alright, we're gonna keep the sniper here. Move homeboy up here. Oh, why hello there. I might try to wiggle my sniper in there. Alright, let's see how this goes. Sure, I've aggroed him. Oh, just a civilian. Oh. Bastard. He's bleeding pretty bad. Let me just try to beat the shit out of this thing, and then I'm gonna shoot it in the face. Bonk! Okay, well, you completely missed. Let's, just do away with that nonsense. And, you good sir. Okay. We'll do that, and then I'm gonna move this guy up here. Can't heal. You can run all the way over here, though. How much does it take to use this? Okay, so you don't bleed to death. Sniper, you're doing good where you are. Okay. Relatively secure area. We'll hold right here. If someone runs across that window, hopefully the sniper will ding him. I really like to mingle around where all the gunfighting is. Does not seem like a great way to survive. Okay. Great, we lost somebody. I could have sworn I do have a little something something, it seems. Okay, I dinged him a little bit. I am curious, though. He might shred my guy, because he's probably going to miss. Bonk. Yeah, that didn't fucking do anything, did it? Yeah, that didn't do anything either. These shotgunners are about to have some of the worst times of their life. Let's see if we can at least ding him a little bit. Nope, not even in the slightest. Alright, well, this whole area is secure. I'm going to run in this direction to see if I can do anything with all available hands. I'd rather not lose a shotgunner, that's for sure. Could I maybe plink him down? I did doink him once. Let's go, baby. Okay, alright. We're in the money right now. We just got him. That's probably one of the best, in my opinion, one of the better abilities we can do. We do have a homeboy down, but what are you going to do about it? And we have some good overwatch with the sniper on this door, so we can see if anybody gets out. Though I didn't look right with this guy in the middle. Surprisingly, still have both my shotgunners, which are really great for breaching doors. Let's just set up the sniper here, and let's just bring everybody around town. Alright, hopefully this breach isn't too rough. Sure, we'll find out here in a second. We're gonna have to try to get that matriarch, or whatever the heck it is that pilots the ship. Oh, sorry, robot. I've interrupted you. Gonna get our shotgunners really lined up on the door, ready to go. We're gonna probably keep our snipers here for now. Just in case. Alright, I'll get us stacked up on the door and come right back. Alright, here we are. Let's see what we're dealing with. Okay. That's not too bad at all. That is annoying that he was able to use his entire magazine, I guess. Please die. Bruh. You are joking. Please die. Jeez, what is this thing made of? Thank goodness. Alright, well, we're all suppressed. Very nice. Alright, file in one at a time. I'm probably just gonna ram this thing through the middle of the wall. Uh-oh, somebody shoot him in the face. You completely missed. Alright, that was unnecessary. Okay. Get this guy ready to just blow through the door. You heal yourself. You're fine. Honestly, I might need you getting up on the door. Maybe be careful not to hit this. I think this is a power source here. It'd be really nice to keep that. Oh, everybody shoot. Everybody shoot in the face. Oh, goodness. Oh, we're cooked. Oh, wait, no, we're fine, we're fine. Just need to move out of that. Bang. This is most unfortunate. Please don't hit him. Okay, I think that that eyeball is still alive. You can't ram through the doors? Are you kidding me? Ouch. Oh my gosh. Shoot him again! Actually, just back up. Okay, you good sir. Shoot this guy in the face. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. And we're just gonna back this sniper up ever so slightly. And you are just fine. Let's all not get up in a line now. Alright, we've dinged this thing a little bit. Now's a good time to go in and just start beating the shit out of it like a bunch of monkeys. Let's not all line up for this thing to shoot us in the face. Can you... No, you can't squeeze too far away, can you? Oh, damn it. Okay, you're our last hope, my man. Just have to heal these guys up and they will be a pretty massive distraction. We're gonna have this guy on standby too. To put a soda can through it. Come on. Okay. I'll just stack up, get ready to beat the shit out of that thing. You also be ready. Sniper. You be ready that way. Try to see down these corridors. Okay. We've lost this person over here. Now we've lost Sergeant Major? Maybe? SGM? Oh, I should have switched the shotgun to the stun. I'm honestly probably going to get the other guy to pick up the stun too. Drop everything else except the stun. Just to make doubly sure. Don't need that, don't need that. You drop that, drop it. Pick that up, put on the rebreather, grab another smoke grenade. We're ready to go. Okay. Okay, I think we'll go next turn. Sorry. No, we're just kind of hovering around this thing, but if I can grab it, life will be a lot better. And I think I've only done like 11-ish damage to it, so it's not super significant. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Bang. Bang. Okay. Hit it in the face. I did a lot of damage to it. Go, 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 go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Textbook, baby. Textbook. Now, we've inadvertently got a main story research pretty much taken care of. So that dangerous piece of annoyance is now something our troops don't have to worry about for the future. So once I capture the enemy once, I will not be grabbing them again. But we have the Secton, the Civilian, a cleaner. No, not a cleaner. Something else. Okay, we lost 2 people. I am going to immediately hire new people. I will wait till they come back. Boom. Okay, the UFO destroyer. So it has a light beam cannon on the front, or light cannon on the front. I assume a light beam on the back. Passive armor regen item. That's annoying. The destroyer is a larger, more powerful craft than the Scout. Measuring slightly less than 40 meters in length, the heavy armor grants this craft significantly improved survivability, but thankfully also appears to have reduced overall speed and agility. Analysis on the destroyer suggests it has been constructed to fulfill multiple roles. The armor is thickest on the underside of the vessel, which may signify use as ground attack craft. However, the large interior space and sizable frontal airlock applied could also ferry troops or supplies where required. Substantially increasing power generation appears to be responsible for the improved performance of this craft, i.e. the engines and the weapon systems are no larger than those on the Scout. Instead, the destroyer's largest reactors simply feed them more energy. The result is a vessel that poses a genuine threat to our X-25 Angel interceptors. While also being capable of carrying more crew, cargo, it thus seems safe to assume these destroyers will shortly become commonplace in our skies. Okay, we're still doing the Mantid right now. But UFO plating, I think, is the next thing that gives us better armor. Let me actually just sell some stuff. Alien magnetic weapon. I'll just keep 5. I don't know if that is something I think I could sell those. Those are just weapons. You got a lot of Mantid corpses. Certainly don't need those. Certainly don't need these. Don't need these civilian corpses. Don't mind if I do, and I'll buy the next replacement of the person that passed on. Oh, I think you are better. I'll grab this person. Boom. Alright, cool. Let's keep it going. Alright, got some more alien alloys out of that. Let's whoa. Chill. Let's reduce tension. We are okay. There's no operatives as of right now that seem to be significantly affecting us. And the invasion begins soon. I'm going to grab the UFO hull plating because I want new armor ASAP. But Mantid observed. My observation of the captured Mantid specimen is now complete, Commander. The subject has a rather nervous disposition. Becoming visibly skittish whenever anyone approaches, it communicates largely via high-pitched chittering, but despite our best efforts, the language proved impossible to decode. Interacting with the Mantid reveals that it is surprisingly intelligent, demonstrating the ability to quickly master electronic devices and solve test problems with ease. Even relatively complex arithmetic proved little issue for our captive, but sadly we lacked the common vocabulary to test more advanced concepts. Given their frail physiology, herbivorous nature, and excellent vision, I suspect these creatures originally evolved as prey beasts. Although their strong marksmanship means they still pose a threat, one imagines their primary role is actually to operate complex equipment such as UFOs rather than combat. Indeed, many of my assistants seem to rather enjoy interacting with the Mantid, treating it like one would a particularly intelligent dog. Rest assured, I will monitor this matter closely. We must not forget that this creature was an active enemy combatant only a short time ago. Rightly so, my friend, rightly so. I assume we have another Mantid corpse laying around. No? Okay. Alright. Alright, and we really need to start making work on our little base over here, because now we're going to need to expand out to the right side. So I'll pop a storeroom down, and then we're going to need a living quarters, which is 250. So yeah, I think our next budget is hopefully going to solidify some of the basics of this base, and then we can get some income steadily going in through there. But let's keep going until funding happens. I assume we might have one more event happen until then, potentially. Oh, good news, Commander. Our organization has finally located the Cleaner headquarters. This gives us an opportunity to destroy the base and eliminate their leaders, putting a permanent end to all Cleaner operations. The target is a hardened military facility buried deep beneath the volcanic rock of Iceland. Constructed by the United States to serve as a clandestine nuclear silo, it was hurriedly abandoned in 1962 once the locals realized the true purpose of the research outpost. It is unclear when the base was reactivated. Operations Divisions has found no reports of activity in the area at all, which is concerning. Either the Cleaners are somewhere operating completely undetected by Western, or somehow operating completely undetected by both Western and Soviet intelligence agencies, or the reports are so highly classified that our contacts cannot access them. The former seems improbable. The facility is situated in the middle of a frozen wasteland and must require large deliveries of fuel and other essential supplies every few weeks. Such activity is impossible to hide from satellites. We therefore have absolutely no idea what might be waiting for us inside the facility. Commander, there's the very real possibility that Western and Soviet governments are colluding to suppress information about its existence simply deepens the mystery. However, we have no choice but to proceed. The Cleaners must be destroyed if we are to win this war. The mission site has been marked on the geoscape. I suggest you conduct an assault as soon as possible. Okay, time remaining indefinite. I should check that if I want to leave things where they are. I will not touch that right now. Mostly because that will completely take away everything I have. But I want this funding to go through. I'm also going to reduce tensions. That will probably push us over until the invasion begins. Okay, Phase 2, the transmission. Our enemies announced their presence to the world. A simple message is broadcasted across an incredulous planet. We are the Internal Empire. We invite humanity to serve us. Those who surrender will be rewarded. Those that will refuse will be destroyed. You have 3 days to decide. It's been the only thing on every channel for hours now. I don't think there's a single person on the planet that hasn't seen it. Nice of them to give us time to get organized. One does not need to be a genius to realize the odds are stacked against us. Do you expect humanity to surrender? Not without a fight. People are scared, but they're defiant. We can use that. Show the public that victories are possible, and they'll support the war. If we can't, it's game over. They'll decide surrender is the only option. We'll need more support. Our resources are too limited to defeat the invasion alone. You're right. I've already talking to the Funding Council. They've got influence and connections and evidence we've already spent years fighting the aliens. We'll have what we need soon enough. Okay, Doomsday averted. The Doomsday counter has been disabled. The alien transmission has sent shockwaves across the planet, calming tensions between the world powers enough to remove the imminent threat of nuclear war. With fear and defiance leading even the most bitter enemies to consider collaboration, the Xenonauts attempt to organize a united resistance against the extraterrestrial invasion. Look at us leading the world and all that jazz. Let's get a funding update. Okay. Another reading screen. UFO hull plating. Combat data suggests the armored extraterrestrial craft demonstrated an impressive level of resistance to conventional air-to-air weapons. Laboratory analysis of their hull plating reveals how this is achieved. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the primary factor in the specific composition of the alien alloys used to construct the armor. The addition of various trace elements appear to have collectively increased the durability of the plating by over 50% relative to unadulterated samples. This information is immensely valuable to our own war effort. There are an almost unimaginable number of alloy permutations, and it would take many decades for us to identify the optimal mixture through experimentation alone. Thankfully, our enemies have done our work for us. Furthermore, microscopic analysis of the chemical structure of the plating reveals the molecules are compressed together in incredibly tight lattices, akin to a material like diamond. When formed into plates of armor, these hardened alloys are so strong that conventional munitions frequently glance off rather than penetrate. It has proved possible to imperfectly reproduce the hardening effect by quenching and tempering the substance under extremely high pressures, creating alloy samples with far greater mechanical performance than any we have previously fabricated. These advances can be applied to our own designs immediately and would allow for the construction of a new generation of protective equipment. Well, you bet your sweet ass we're going for Guardian battle armor right now. Alright, here comes the Funding Council, the Xenonaut Initiative. After 2 days of frantic negotiations, every major world power agrees to support a multinational organization focused on defending Earth. The Xenonaut Initiative is tasked with responding to alien incursions and gathering sufficient information about the invaders to devise strategy on defeating them. Good news, folks! The Xenonauts Initiative has been fully recognized. Every major country signed the treaty. For the tip of the spear, an elite multinational organization that exists to gather the data governments needed to handle local alien incursions. We're now free to operate anywhere in the world without restriction, which is going to make my life a lot easier. They've also agreed to pardon us for any illicit activities we may or may not have been forced to carry out before the rest of the world woke up to the threat. I seem to recall assurances that our activities were entirely legal. I assumed you were smart enough to know that wasn't true. Nice. Anyway, Commander, you can begin expanding our operations. We're now receiving additional funding directly from governments, so our monthly budget has increased substantially. It seems rather foolish to have any limitations on our budget at all, given the circumstances. This is a cooperative as governments are going to get, unfortunately. They know they need us, but they don't want us getting too powerful. Expect to be kept on a tight leash. That appears incredibly short-sighted. Of course, but we're in no position to argue. This is our best shot at saving the world. I suppose so. From now on, it's critical that we keep our funding regions happy. Protect them, and they'll increase our monthly budget. Fail, and they'll reduce funding or withdraw from the initiative entirely. Lose too many regions, and they'll shut us down. Okay. Ensure funding regions do not surrender to the aliens. So they have little panic bars below them now. You now need to manage panic levels in each funding region. Regions with lower panic will grant additional funding, whereas any region that reaches 100 panic will withdraw from the council and surrender. Humanity will be defeated, and the Xenonauts Initiative terminated should too many regions surrender to the aliens. Funding, please? I also want to get an operative as soon as possible. Alright, perfect. We are hooked. Good stuff. We'll put a living quarter here, and we'll start doing a workshop. And I'll hold there, because I think we need the funding right now to get some laser rifles. How many do we usually put in our helicopters? So it's going to be 2 is taken up. So 5. Sorry, hold on one second. Alright, we just dumped a ton of money into fitting out all of our troops. So if we fill the transport, we should be able to have enough for laser rifles, enough for a laser shotgun, enough for our snipers, and we're going to have 1 more warden armor. I have a feeling we're going to constantly be playing catch-up when it comes to warden armor. But for the meantime, I think we will be okay. I will be hiring some scientists for... Oh, we are maxed out at scientists. Okay. Well, this is good then. I will continue to just... Oh, I can't build another one of those, can I? Not quite. Okay. Well, we're on a good path. The only thing we'll need to do now is grab a couple operatives, because we need to make sure that we keep panic down. And we also need to just finish getting some warden armor, and then I will give us a shot at the base. I think that'll be our best shot to get things done. Let's light up the UFO. And I honestly think I'm going to nuke this one. I don't think I'm going to actually... Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to fight manually. I assume y'all know how this looks. I'm just going to skip through this so I'm not wasting your time. Okay, there we go. Sauce that guy. I just want to collect the bounty because I want a lot more money. Because we're going to need it for a lot of lovely, lovely stuff. Alright, we should get 175 now. Okay, storeroom's finished. That's super awesome. Please, 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 please. 175. Okay, there we go. -1 panic per region at month start, and -1 to doomsday per day. Perfect. Europe is well within our stuff. We will get... once we kind of have like region bonuses like in XCOM, and I assume Europe is going to just train our troops if we do this all the way. But we're going to go for these operative slots first. That is going to be integral to keeping a long-term campaign going. we're gonna also probably sauce this one too for Hapith. We are missing an opportunity for a lot of alloys. I only want to attack mostly because I only want to... Oh my gosh. I mostly want to attack whenever we have laser weapons, because right now I feel like we're really outclassed, and it's really important that we don't lose too many troops, because I think if we lose the troops, we lose the weapons too, which seems to be the case with the armor. So I'll be right back whenever this is done. Alright, we're back again. I once again delete that thing from existence. Okay. So, more supporters for the enemy here, sadly. That's okay, as long as they're not grabbing operatives, we'll be okay. Okay, now we're moving on to laser shotgun. That is perfect. That's exactly what I want. I need these taken care of ASAP. Okay, precision lasers. Good. And now a little thing of Warden armor. Okay, now I'm feeling a little better. I think we're going to be closer to our funding goals next. I think I'm going to hold on to this cash, and I'm only going to use it to build more Warden armor or buy a bunch of engineers that will forever give us passive money. Because thankfully the engineers are separated between the bases, so these guys could be building something and these guys could be making us money. So I think that's what we're going to do. I know there wasn't a ton of action in this one, but I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I want to thank you all for joining. I hope you're enjoying. And in the next one, we will continue on our merry way again, making sure we keep the world habitable for our species. Until then, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.